Namaste. Let's get ready for some easy, simple stretches for the neck and a little bit of stretch for the upper body. We're going to flow through some gentle poses today. So, whenever you're ready, grab your mat and find a comfortable cross legged seat on the mat. Close your eyes, relax your shoulders, keep your hands on your lap, and let's find mindfulness by bringing our awareness to this moment. Maybe you want to slow down your breath. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Beautiful. So we're going to start with some neck stretches today. So keeping your eyes closed, just move your neck towards your right side and let it stay there for a little bit so you feel a gentle stretch on the left side of your neck. And then slowly bring your head back to the center and drop your head down now towards your left shoulder. So your left ear is close to your left shoulder to find this opening in the right side of your neck. Beautiful. And then come back to the center. And now bring your head down so your chin is towards your chest. Just a very natural movement. Then come back to the center and then lift your head up, drop your head back, and come back to the center. Beautiful. And we're going to take some neck rolls. So drop your head down in one direction, rotate your head, and circle it and bring it back to the center. And then go over to the other side, circle it in the opposite direction, and come back to the center. You may want to do this a couple of times. If you want to open your eyes, that feels better for you, feel free to do so. Make sure that you go very slow with these circles, just allowing for those muscles to really open up on all sides. Let's do one more round. Breathe in and breathe out. Really nice. And now bring your hands to a prayer in front of your heart. Keeping a straight spine, relaxing your shoulders, lift your hands up, breathe in, and then slowly make a big circle with your hands and bring it next to your hips. So plant your palms next to your hips and then drop your head back, lift your chest up, breathe in, and then round your spine, chin in towards your chest. Breathe in, lift your chest up. We're just opening up our back. And then breathe out, round your spine. One more time, breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful. Now just bring one arm on top of the other. Just bringing it to one side. Your right arm goes all the way to the left. And just gonna stretch it out, opening up the back. Maybe you wanna gaze towards the right. Breathe in, breathe out. And then release and opposite side. Bring your left arm towards the right. Stretch, breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful. Now bring your palms forward, hands stretched out in the front. Make small circles with your wrists, just opening up your wrists a little bit. Gently opening up the upper body. And then bring your circle the wrists in the opposite direction. Really nice. Okay, good. Now bring your right palm facing the front and then wrap your left fingers around your right fingers and stretch. Pull your right fingers towards your body so your wrist is feeling that opening. Breathe in, breathe out. And then just drop your hand down and again pull those fingers towards you. So, in the opposite direction, you are feeling the stretch. Breathe in, breathe out. Beautiful. And then other side. So your left palm faces the front, your right fingers wrap around your left fingers, and you're pulling your palm towards you. Breathe in, breathe out. And then drop your hand down and opposite side. Breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful. And just relax your hands. Maybe take some shoulder rolls up, back, and down. And then circle them in the opposite direction, opening up your shoulders. Beautiful. All right, let's come to a tabletop position. So hands and knees. Just going to flow through some gentle movement. So move your hips from side to side, gently opening them up. Circle your hips in one direction and then circle your hips in the other direction, opening your hips up. Beautiful. We're going to flow through some cat-cow poses. So bring your hands down and your feet down. Lift your chest up. Breathe in. Push the mat away with your palms. Round your spine. Breathe out. Breathe in. Drop your belly button down. Look up. Beautiful. And then round your spine. Breathe out. Really, really nice. And then come back to a neutral tabletop position. And then behind you, bring your feet to touch. So your big toes are touching behind you. Separate your knees wide as the mat. Set your seat on your heels. And then bring your palms forward and down. Bring your forehead down to the mat slowly to find child's pose. Very relaxing pose. Just breathe in child's pose. Allow the weight of your body to be borne by the earth. Focus on the breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Beautiful. Slowly lift your chest up and then bring your hands towards your body and let your knees meet in the center. Now, if you're on a yoga mat and your knees feel sore, or if you have any injury, or if you have had a surgery, then you can keep a sort of a cushion under your knees. It can be a blanket, or you can fold a towel into a half and then keep it under your knees so your knees don't feel the pain when you do these stretches. You could also roll the mat, fold the mat one way so you keep this sort of cushion and then keep your knees on top just to find a little bit of cushion under your knees. So take any adjustments that you need for your body while you do these stretches. Alright, so let's come back to a tabletop position and then bring your palms forward and you're going to come on to your toes in the back. So you're just going to curl your toes behind you like this and then come on to your toes. And once you find this position, see if you can gently push the mat away and round your spine, preparing the body for our first downward dog. And then drop your belly button down, look up. Beautiful. And then if you want, you can stay here, no problem. Keep pushing the mat away and uh, rounding your spine. This is good in itself. But if you want to go a little further, you can curl your toes like this behind you and then you can slowly lift your knees up and again stay here, no problem. And come back down to your knees whenever you feel like. Otherwise, push your knees up all the way and your hips up to find downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. So you're going to bring your heels down to the mat. If possible, straighten your legs. Keep your legs as straight as you can as you lift your hips up further towards the ceiling. The palms and the hands are working to push your body, your chest towards your legs. You're finding this beautiful triangle shape with your body in downward facing dog. Beautiful. Now just come to your toes and drop your knees down as wide as the mat. And then behind you, you're going to bring your feet flat on the mat and your toes are going to touch behind you. Bring your seat down to your heels and let's find child's pose again. Beautiful job with the downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Now in child's pose, we're going to do some side stretches. So you're going to bring your hands towards your left side, both hands. Just bring it towards the left side and you can keep your hands on the left and you can peek under your right arm towards the back just to open up the right side of your body. If you feel very uncomfortable here, just bring your hands back to the center and remain in child's pose. Breathe in, breathe out. Very nice. And then bring your hands to the center and move them over to the other side. And peek under your left arm this time. Just find that opening on the left side. Breathe in, breathe out. Beautiful. Come back to the center to child's pose. And then slowly lift your head up. Look between your palms to the front. And then again, come back to tabletop position. Hands and knees. Very nice. We're going to try to do downward facing dog again. If you find it super challenging, you can stay in tabletop or do some cat-cow poses like this or come back to child's pose. Lot of options here. Bring your palms forward, tuck your toes, lift your knees and hips up. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Now, follow along if you can. Roll forward to a plank pose. So you're going to bring your entire body to the front and stay on your palms and your toes. This is too challenging for you. Bring your knees down immediately. And then you're going to release your toes to the back. So the backs of your legs are on the mat like this. Then bend your elbows with control. Slowly come down to the mat. Beautiful. And then lift your chest up. Baby cobra pose. And then behind you curl your toes. Push yourself off. Lift your hips up. Downward facing dog. What we did right now is called a vinyasa flow. We went from downward facing dog to plank pose. Then we went all the way down, did cobra pose and came back up to downward dog, which is called a vinyasa flow. We're matching our breath with our movement. Beautiful. We're going to take a slow walk, one step at a time, to the top of our mat, all the way to the front. And then just release your hands down and your head down. If you feel dizzy while keeping your head down like this, you can just rise up, lifting your hands up and then coming all the way up. Breathe in, hands to heart, hands by your side. If you had your head down, rise up all the way, lift your hands up, hands to heart, hands by your side. Mountain pose or Tadasana. Mountain pose allows us to come to some stillness in the day. We are running around so much is happening. It allows us to come back to stillness. So breathe, relax, breathe, relax. Very nice. Bring your hands to your hips and bring your right foot to the back just a little bit. And then you're gonna have like this triangle shape with your legs. And then lift your chest up. And you can just bring your upper body forward and bring your hands down around your left foot and drop your head down. We are going to do pyramid pose. This is pyramid pose. Breathe in, breathe out. Slowly lift your chest up and then bring your right foot forward and lift your hands up. Breathe in, hands to heart, hands by your side. Very nice. Tadasana. Now we're going to bring our left foot back and same thing. Straight legs, hips are facing the front. Lift your chest up, breathe in, and then slowly, keeping a straight spine, bring your upper body towards the mat and drop your hands down, framing your right foot. Find pyramid pose. This is pyramid pose. Breathe in, breathe out. Beautiful. And then slowly bring your left foot forward, fold over your legs, and then lift your hands up, rising up. Hands meet above your head, hands to heart, and hands by your side. Beautiful. And now we're going to come back to a cross-legged seated position just to close our practice with some mindful breathing. So bring your hands to your heart. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Allow yourself to slow down. Bring your focus to your breath. Then bring your hands to your lap. Relax your shoulders. And we're going to do a couple of what we call 7-second breaths. So as we breathe in, we're going to count to 7, and as we breathe out, we're going to count to 7 again. So breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Beautiful. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Very nice. Bring your hands to your heart. Bow your chin towards your chest. Acknowledge that you have showed up on the mat today to do some yoga, to do some breathing. Carry this sense of calm, balance, ease, and relaxation into your day. Fill your heart with gratitude for everything there is and everything that is to come. Thank yourself for showing up on the mat, and I thank you for letting me guide you through this practice. Namaste.